3 a.m. we like 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home. Ooh, yeah. It's 2 a.m. This got me loose. From what you say, I'm you. Then it won't get me through. I ain't got a bag, but I want you. Send me your location. Send me your location. I need to know your location. Send me your location. Where you at? Where you been? Taking pictures on the trip with your friends. Bad dog, we don't count it, just spin. Make a home, we don't follow the trends. 100, only live once, so let's take it. Don't miss. Reload it. More drinks, more sips, more time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta confess. Let's be honest for once and own it.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. McCarthy starting off with a throw. Throwing the out route complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. McCarthy throwing here. Completed over the middle. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. As a man, Justin Jefferson. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd and 8. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. to Jefferson, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. And that one doesn't get him much, even maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. It's a design boot. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Will Reichert now to try the Vikings field goal. This from 28 yards away. Reichert connects there. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season. May have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Valus Jones now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he will be stopped now, but what to like about that effort?
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going. With that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, Williams to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion, it made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down, Williams. And that one's cut along the left sideline. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Now after the play, it looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. This is Loveland working the right side. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
They set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Williams to throw. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay, you get down to this tight red zone, and there's only so many pass plays you can run, largely because you don't have enough space to operate. Defense knows it, too. Give those guys some credit. They were all over that one.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive. 3rd and goal, it's Williams. And he has the Chicago touchdown! The Bears finish off their opening drive. Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy vacates quickly left side. He's going to keep it this time. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
2nd down carry for Jones. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Got his man. That's the rookie out of Pitt. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down. McCarthy operating from the pistol. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. 7-3 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking in the booth, I know that play caller is too. There could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the 1st down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Right side, this is into the hands of Felton. And this one doesn't go far.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Throwing from the gun here. Dumps it off to his running back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on third down. Motioning him from the slot right. McCarthy throwing on third down. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
I can guarantee you that's going to be a Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
First and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a second quarter lead. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Devin Duvernay to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Cade, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
And it's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could ever cut the curl around.
He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up second down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, and then go to work after.
First down. Here's Swift. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
What is up?
Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it sets up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
What is up?
Complete right side. Burton has it. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
What is up?
Quick pass, right side, complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
What is up?
They'll run with Johnson. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get some late points and the lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Ty Chandler to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Ty Chandler on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jones gets it. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Let's cut. This is Addison. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Vikings out of the hurry-up need everyone back to the line.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Dumped off to his running back. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Completed right side to Madison. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Back to the air, McCarthy. Buys time, rolling right. Pass is cut, it's T.J. Hawkinson. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Another throw here for McCarthy. Hits him on the out route. That play good for 17 and a first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end.
And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take the lead just before halftime. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
One after try good by Riker. And the Vikings push their lead to 3. Here's Riker set to kick this away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. First down, Williams to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it, and he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives a defense and a defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 28. That's on the quick hitter. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Vegas!
Williams on first down. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. That's complete right side. they bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. On the return, here's Jones. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. To throw is Williams. Stiff arm success. Showing off the weight room work there. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. Running it after the penalty. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running backs because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning his screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here's Williams. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
There's something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
A 32-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is good. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
Here we go, all squared up once again after the first drive of the second half. Something tells me, though, Kate, these kickers, they better stay warm because more than likely their leg is going to play a big difference in this outcome.
Chandler now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. The play fake. It's McCarthy. Connects on the crosser. Rolling into enemy territory. A pickup there of 39. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now a give up the middle to Jones. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. gets to the line for second down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. To the right, hold in by Jefferson. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. On the shotgun, McCarthy. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down. You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got a 1st inside the red zone. From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out in 3rd and short.
Third down, here's Jones. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Jones. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Now it's McCarthy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jalen Johnson with the pick. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Here's Swift to start the drive. Boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 2-yard line.
From his end zone, Williams. Throw right side hauled in by Komet. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Williams to throw on 1st. Complete right side. Burton has it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 36. Finding Birdie. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
First down throw by Williams. Check down into the hands of Swift. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Completed over the middle. And he gets back to the line, but no more. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Williams to throw on third. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
It's now 4th down and 11.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. This game remains tied after 3, so we'll decide things right here in the 4th quarter. Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. To the air yet again, Williams. It's on target to Moore. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
That's just awesome kick. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. And the shotgun against the Swift. And the defense holds Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
3rd and just 2 to go. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears take a 4th quarter lead. Partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into a good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
They've got first down from the 31. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Running a screen now for Jones. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Dumps it off to his running back. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Second and 6 coming up here. This is Jones. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, McCarthy. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Williams to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now an inside give to Johnson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Williams from the gun. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they'll make the stop over the 46-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
46-yard line.
Running behind center with Swift. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. and we'll move to the next.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now Williams. The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Back to throw it. On the move, headed right. Flying right side by Moore. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
Up to the races, middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game. Nope. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. On the shotgun, McCarthy has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Vikings losing by 14. First and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. On the shotgun, McCarthy. Trying to push it deep downfield. Big shot is hauled in. Peter inbounds. Oh, what a play! And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Reichert on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Vikings 24.
Now with almost 2 minutes left, they're lining up for an onside attempt they need to recover. He's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yard to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And they find him after just a yard. It's 3rd down.
Blake Cashman on the tackle. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Third and 4 coming up now. Williams with a quick pass out wide. We will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to the new vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes.